Good afternoon and welcome to Nyenrode Business University. If I may, I would like to ask you to please make sure now that any mobile telephones are switched off. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you here today on this very special occasion. Today, the degree of Master of Business Administration will be conferred upon the Executive MBA Cohort 20. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to ask you to please stand for the arrival of the graduating class. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating class. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the procession. No, you may sit. You may sit. Members of the Assembly of Professors, graduating class, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. May I please have your attention for the welcome and opening remarks by the Programme Director of the Executive MBA, Barbara van Noorden.
Dear MBA graduates, dear MBA 20, my esteemed colleagues, partners, family and friends. It is my honor to welcome you to this momentous graduation ceremony, celebrating not only the completion of your Executive MBA program, but also the beginning of a new chapter in your professional lives. Our mission at Nyenrode is shaping responsible leaders for a sustainable future. This guiding principle has been central to your MBA journey. You have embraced the challenge to think differently, take strategic steps, and gain new perspectives, and confront complex issues with innovative solutions. Our mission is reflected in our commitment to preparing you to address the significant challenges of our time with integrity and critical thinking. Studying at Nyenrode is not only about acquiring knowledge, it is a lifelong reward. Today, we are proud to recognize the achievements of the MBA 20 cohort, alongside those from the MBA 19 cohort, who have also reached this milestone. Your MBA journey has been enriched by significant international experiences, broadening your perspectives and enhancing your global understanding. To South Africa and Cape Town, despite local disruptions, you forged strong connections and overcame challenges. Over to San Francisco, you explored innovative companies such as Tesla and Autodesk and engaged with pioneering spaces like Circuit Launch, culminating in a memorable visit from Prince Constantijn. And finally, your trip to Singapore, including insightful interactions with industry leaders from your own companies, such as Deloitte and Nourion, as well as an impactful visit to Philips in Batam, among other highlights. These experiences, combined with the comprehensive knowledge gained from the modules on our campus here in Breukelen, have equipped you with valuable skills and insights. You are now well prepared to navigate the complexities of the global business environment. Your final projects, which have received high praise, stand as a testament to your ability to apply your learning effectively. As your MBA journey ends you join our esteemed network of over 30,000 alumni. Remember that this community is a very powerful resource. With over 75 years of shared experiences and mutual support, you are now part of a global network dedicated to make a positive impact in the world. As you move forward, the MBA you have earned is more than a degree. It is a testament to your ability to innovate, lead with integrity in an attempt in this ever-changing world. These qualities will serve as your compass in a professional landscape. Today is a day for celebration. Enjoy this moment with those who have supported you throughout this journey. Your achievements are commendable and your future holds immense promise. I should extend my congratulations to everyone and each of your friends and family here today. We are immensely proud with your accomplishments and excited to see the impact you will make as you step in the next chapter of your lives and your professional careers. So now I am pleased to introduce to you our keynote speaker of today, Pippa Ulanko, as an esteemed graduate of Executive MBA 4, who remains a vital part of our MBA network. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the introduction. Dear Nyenrode graduates, dear fellow Nyenrodians. First of all, it is a great pleasure and honor to be with you today and to witness such an important milestone in your personal and professional lives. This moment is also to celebrate and thank all those family members and friends who have supported you along the way. Nyenrode is very close to my heart. First and foremost, as an Executive MBA alumna, and also because I worked at the university for over 5 years. The Institute has had a big influence on my life and career, and I will always return to this beautiful campus with genuine gratitude and a smile on my face. I will always be a true and proud Nyenrodian. After all your hard work, I am now the last thing that stands between you finally getting your much-deserved Nyenrode Executive MBA diplomas. So I promise not to prolong that precious moment in your lives too long, and keep my speech short and fit for purpose. Before I share my wishes for you as soon-to-be very fresh graduates, a few words about who you have in front of you. Originally from Finland, hence my hardly pronounceable name, I have spent most of my life living and working abroad. First a few years in Germany, then 12 incredible years in my beloved Netherlands, and yes, my heart will always be partly orange, and since 2008 in Switzerland. My last name means highlands. And I fondly remember writing postcards back in the days from Holland to family and friends with greetings from the Highlander in the Netherlands. Given my last name, Switzerland was always going to be my destination, I guess. And I certainly feel I have found my third home country there. Rest assured, I would have not landed in Switzerland the way I did and be where I am now without Nyenrode. Let me elaborate. The Nyenrode Executive MBA diploma you will shortly have in your hands will provide you with a huge door opening. It will be up to you how you utilize this opportunity. In my case, it opened a door with a huge impact on my life. It gave me the confidence to knock on a door which I would have most probably otherwise not even dared to knock. I graduated in 2007. In the summer of 2008, I packed my worldly possessions, my partly orange and heavy heart, and moved to Geneva to work for the World Economic Forum. It was the organization's highly ambitious mission of improving the state of the world and its impressive and powerful network, which can actually put words into action, which seemed like something I should not miss the opportunity to contribute to. I am convinced that without the MBA degree, the newly acquired knowledge, skills, and attitudes, very much including the confidence which Nyenrode provided me with, I would have not had a chance to be selected. After 3.5 highly intensive and rewarding years in Geneva, I joined a global not-for-profit organization focusing on improving patient care, namely the AO Foundation. Davos, where I had of course already been with the forum for the annual meetings, seems to have a magnetic field in my life as the AO was established and still has its headquarters there. Founded by a group of visionary Swiss surgeons in 1958, the AO today is still very much surgeon-led. It has a global network of over 500,000 healthcare professionals worldwide and organizes over 850 educational events by surgeons for surgeons each year around the world. The AO has given me the opportunity to work with and for people I genuinely admire for the incredibly important work they do. I have led several strategic, high-priority projects during my time at the AO and worked with the global heavyweights of surgery to reach our mission. So now you know who to contact for recommendations for top surgeons in case you need them, and I obviously hope that you don't. When preparing for this speech, I asked myself if there would be things I would do differently if I could go back to that very moment you are in now. Proud, and rightly so, of the enormous achievement, anxiously waiting for my diploma, and obviously the moments of celebration. Hardly hearing, let alone remembering a word anybody, including the keynote speaker, was saying. After 17 years since my graduation, and I just can't believe it's been that long, countless unforgettable and rewarding encounters, moments, and challenges, and of course, those have taught me the most. I have had a highly fulfilling career with no regrets about my decisions. However, there are a few carefully selected wishes I have for you based on my reflections. First, have dreams and make them your visions. Seriously. It is incredibly powerful to have them. The clearer they are, the more chances you have that they come true. I am a perfect example of that. I wanted to have a meaningful and impactful career in an international not-for-profit setting. My visions also included, yes, the mountains. I ended up working for a global organization which has a highly meaningful mission I firmly believe in, based at 1,560 meters above sea level. I have also dreamed about discovering the world. By now, I have filled my quota with over 50 countries visited, mostly traveling for work, and by meeting fascinating and inspiring people, getting to know numerous cultures with a highly enriching impact on my view of this world. In one of his books, Paulo Coelho, whom I've had the privilege of meeting a few times, has said the following, which I find very compelling. It is the possibility of having a dream come true that makes life interesting. Second, treat your career as a strategic, high-priority project. Set clear goals which are aligned with your values, priorities, passions, and strengths, and then plan backwards. You might have done this already, but just making sure. Preparing for my speech to you made me realize the power of planning. I have mostly followed my gut feeling and the opportunities which have appeared without a solid plan. I believe I am where I should be. Yet, I do realize I missed the chance back in 2007 to take a step back and make a proper plan for the rest of my career. I'm convinced that if I would have done that, it would have allowed me to increase my footprint, my individual impact. Third, keep on learning and educating yourself. You have done just that here at Nyenrode. There will be countless opportunities throughout the rest of your career to continue doing it. It will broaden your horizons, knowledge, viewpoints, network, and your value proposition. My last point is my most important wish for you. Today is such a milestone in your lives. It is the perfect opportunity for you to take that step back and confirm what you want your individual footprint to look like. During the next weeks and months, I would like to ask you to think about how you want to pay this moment forward. As leaders, with your specific expertise, talents, and strengths, and of course with the valuable executive MBA toolkit Nyenrode has now provided you with, you are in highly privileged positions to make a positive impact. Looking at the current state of our world, it has probably never needed your contributions more than now. The knowledge, skills, and mindset you are now equipped with have increased your value, your opportunities, and very importantly, your responsibilities or even obligations to pay this moment forward. It can be the smallest things that have the biggest impact. Look beyond shareholder value with yourself, with your teams, with your organizations. Focus on those things which you can influence. Lead by example. Listen, reflect, act. Be idealistic, but not naive. Be determined. Be fair and be authentic. Be Nyenrodian. Last but not least, work is an important part of life. However, remember to put your priorities in the right order and focus on your private life as well. Ensure you find the time for your individual positive energy sources. Have trusted support troops around you and apply the principle of paying forward also beyond work. I wish that you will always look back with gratitude look forward with clarity and confidence, and enjoy today to its fullest. My very best wishes and sincere congratulations to all of you.
Thank you, Pipsa. May I please invite the Executive MBA Program Management, Mandy Mace and Jalin Chi.
Hello, dear MBA 20, and of course, hello faculty, dear professors, program management, Naira staff, family, and friends. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for taking the time and effort for being here for our graduates. And also thank you for our line who are also present watching this lovely ceremony. Let's go back down to memory lane. I'm gonna get my clicker. You all came here as these individuals. Where you had the chance to go to the admissions office. Later, on April 28th, we had our kickoff evening. And there was something to do with 38 lovely individuals and a lot of ropes. Do you remember this evening? Your first week here on May 29th, 2022 until June 4th was your first module week on this campus. A week filled with meeting this lovely group individuals. A week filled, or should I say packed, with a lot of sessions from 9 till 9, without even counting the hours that you spend on group work, the individual assignments, and some even spent hours in the bar. The Plesman, the Kelder bar, the Zolder bar, or both in one night. Who would know? Because whatever happens here at Nairo stays here at Nairo. Work hard, play hard is the motto that you have to do when it's part of the deal when you start your MBA journey. Now, just a few months after you finish your last assignment for your MBA, your defense, handing in your final thesis, you finished a 2-year MBA program with 16 courses, 3 exams, countless group and individual assignments, and too many deadlines, and for some even retakes, voluntary or not, and not to forget the 3 international trips, South Africa, the US, and Singapore. MBA 20, you've done them all. You finished. As you might know, program management characterizes every MBA group. MBA 20 goes down the books as authentic. We enjoyed your enthusiasm, your honesty, but critical feedback, and not always trying to be the trying to get the absolute most out of your MBA. We enjoyed having you on campus, seeing you overseas and on the international trips. Above all, we enjoyed seeing you grow. Growing into responsible leaders, ready to serve society with a complete package of business knowledge and personal leadership. You really gave it your all, not only personally, but also as a group sitting here in front of me. One of your first assignments for Personal Leadership and Development Journey, also known as PLD, now I'm even throwing my own word out, PLDJ, was to formulate the MBA 20 mission statement. Thank you, Stephen, for giving it to me yesterday, because I was searching everywhere. The statement stayed with you throughout today, till today. And your mission statement was Building Legends for Life, also the theme song that we entered in today. Along with this mission statement, you also had 5 golden rules. We are always authentic, We work hard, play hard, we're honest, open, and dare to be vulnerable. We create a safe environment with respect and trust for ourselves and others. And one for all for one. Till today, I think you still have these mottos and golden rules with you. Am I right? Yeah. Good. For EMBA 20, Jalin and I are the last speakers before you receive your diploma. And hereby I would really like to tell you on behalf of program management, it makes me and us incredibly proud to be standing here, part of a diverse and authentic group, and to be standing here today as your program manager of this cohort. I would like to thank you that we were allowed to be part of some very memorable moments. After the ceremony, you'll be officially Nairodians. Please wear your degree, as Pipsa also mentioned, with this name with pride. Show the world what you've got and what a responsible leader is. Chase your dreams. Stay true to yourself and don't forget us. Come by, have a coffee with us. Jalin is doubting it. On behalf of this NIRODA staff, I hope to see you in the very nearby future. Thank you, guys. No? Oh, sorry.
Yes. Good afternoon, graduates, family, friends, faculty, and the program management team. It is a truly honor for me to stand here with you today. But I would like to start by giving a big round of applause to the family and friends who supported our graduates. Whether you are here in person or cheering from home, without your encouragement and sacrifice, many of our graduates wouldn't be here today. Thank you for understanding the missed events and the shared moments. Today's celebration is as much as yours as theirs. To our dedicated faculty members, coaches, and supervisors who literally dragged some of our graduates to the finish lines. Thank you for your passion, your expertise, and your commitment to excellence. Your impact has been significant for them. And now to the graduating class. Thank you for the incredible 2.5 years. When I joined as program coordinator in July 2022, you guys already finished your first module. And I must admit, you knew more about the program than I did. I met you during module 2, a week full of emotions, the beginning of forming peer groups. It was on the edge. Beginning of forming peer groups and friendships. Despite the challenge, it was also a week full of fun and learnings for me. I knew already I wanted to be part of the EMBA 20 cohort. The week left me with 3 big questions. Every time when I starting my washing machine, I wonder how many beavers will be in risk. And oh yes, I still wonder if Leon the fish is still happily swimming in the big pond, the big pond in front of the Plasman building. But the biggest question that left me the week was, what could I learn more from this class? The following modules had the same structure. It was always weeks filled with emotions, some tears, but many laughs. Each module brought its highs and lows, but most of you maintained a strong and positive mentality. During the 6 modules and 2 international trips that I joined, you didn't make it easy for me. But thank you for your openness and all the great conversations we had. I would also like to express my gratitude for the trust you gave me. which allows me to give honest answers to sometimes difficult and challenging questions, and dare to shed tears when it was needed. And during these modules, I found my answer to my last question, what I could learn from EMBA 20. What I really learned is what real dedication is. You was always aiming for the highest grade. Whether you were unwell, homesick, or facing personal challenges. During this journey, we have welcomed new family members. However, sadly, we also had to say goodbye to some lovely ones. Those loved ones became one of your biggest support throughout the program. You also showed me what hard work truly means. Balancing a demanding job, studying for your MBA, still being the engaged partner and or parent. The commitment you demonstrated was truly inspiring. Even then, you was teaching me the importance of enjoying the journey and finding moments of joy, which of course means that I had to make sure that the soda and kelder bar was always accessible for you. And I saw what real teamwork was. You supported each other, ensuring no one was left behind. Even when it was challenging, you showed the power of unity. And I need to mention, I feel guilty for leaving one person behind in Singapore, who truly embodied the spirit of teamwork and would never leave someone behind. Herewith my sincerest apologies, Hein. Despite such moment, it was inspiring to see the constant willingness to help each other, whether it was providing support to your peers or assisting me with technical matters. There was always someone reaching out with a helping hand. Thanks to your collective support, we were able to have empowering class sessions hosted by your own peers, inspiring guest speakers throughout the programs, gain access to prestigious companies like Autodesk, tour the impressive Tesla factory, having one of our peers join us as robot, visiting the Philips factory in Batam, and even enter the gates of the Dutch Marine base here in Den Helder. These opportunities demonstrate how strong your support truly was. I could go on about the memorable moments we have shared and about all my learnings from this class. But for now, I want to emphasize the importance of being proud of your accomplishment today. You have achieved something really extraordinary. I feel very honored and privileged to have been your program coordinator. Thank you and congrats to the graduating EMBA 20.
Thank you, Mandy and Jelin. We would now like to start with the official graduation. May I please ask Berber van Noorden to come forward. Graduating class, will the first row please rise? van der A.
Gefeliciteerd.
Amrita Ajmani. Jay Beckers.
Gefeliciteerd.
Josephine Bouwman.
Yes, seriously.
Timon van Bokstel. Evan Chen.
Congratulations. May I? Yes. Stick on the ground. Yes.
Pascal Diekman. Teus van Dieren.
Congratulations. This is yours.
Leon Doosje.
Yes, this one's part of it as well. And your degree.
Douwe Engelsman.
Congratulations.
second row, please rise. Bart Evering.
Congratulations.
Arjan de Graaf. Marieke van Guldener de Groot. Anab Gupta. Graduating cum laude, Kim de Haan. Jason Hall. Graduating cum laude, Niels Heim. Martijn van der Hoorn. Yoo-hoo. Graduating cum laude, Nishika Yankee. Graduating cum laude, Steven de Kam. Daniel Molendijk. So the third row, please rise. Harmen Mooibroek. Graduating cum laude, Nienke Mossel-Peters. Graduating cum laude, Melissa Nuis. Graduating cum laude, Rivka Reinders. Hein van Rijkenvoorsel. Jeroen van Rumond. Shadian Siragar. Etienne Spitz. Jurjan Visser. Erika van Vonderen Haan. Marlies van Woerdragen. Leon Zhang. Si Chu Chung. Anton Zhukov.
Congratulations, graduates. Well done. May I have your attention, please, for the valedictorian address. The valedictorian is an MBA graduate who achieves the highest academic results. This year, the valedictorian has a very dedicated to the program. 2 ladies have grown into a very responsible leader. And I'm pleased to present the valedictorian of the Executive MBA, cohort MBA 20, Nienke Mouchou-Peters and Kim de Haan. Graduates, ladies and gentlemen, may I ask Nienke and Kim to come, please? Congratulations.
Yeah, wow. My dad already asked me just before, is there anything you still need to do? I said, no, Dad, no worries. I'll just sit there and relax. So yeah, dear classmate, dear faculty, all lovely guests, family, of course, and absolutely friends, and definitely the new friends we built here over the last 2 years. So first of all, a big thanks, of course, on behalf of the whole MBA group, right? For our teachers, the staff, who had really made it possible for us all to sit here with our graduation in our pocket. And of course, our families. I think it was shortly addressed before, but could we have been here without our families? I don't think so. Their tremendous support. And for me, just want to really do a big shout out to my husband, Jarno, because it's been incredible how you stepped in together. And of course, classmates, it would not have been so unforgettable if you guys weren't here. So of course, while I appreciate all the applause and the cheers, I actually have to say I terribly failed standing here. As my friends told me when I started this journey, at least 1/6, Nienke, otherwise we won't come to your graduation party. They knew me pretty well. And well, see where I'm standing here. Couldn't manage to do that. So maybe a little bit on why did I fail? Why am I then still standing here? And of course, during the MBA, we learned to reflect a lot. So let me share a little bit of my reflections with you. So of course, there is this thing about learning that I just, for some reason, truly enjoy. And I think you could consider it as one of my strengths, absorbing new information and truly want to understand. A good grade for me is not just a nice accomplishment. For me, it means I truly understand. And I like that. And there is more to it. I think one of the things that we learn is really to reflect what's inside of us. And what I really learned in me is still that inner child. I think many of us carry in us, and it comes out in different ways. And for me, it's still that kid that really would like to get that extra sticker on the report and make her parents happy. And look at them sitting proud, I think it still works very well. But there is also more to it. And that's maybe also a sad story and a bit tougher one to share. Because for me, studying and writing papers is also something that I'm truly in control with. When I put my efforts in, I get great output. And it worked for me in school, and it worked for me in work life, and it worked for me in this MBA. But of course, I also learned over the last few years together with my husband that unfortunately doesn't count for everything in life. Some things, how much effort and energy we put in, how hard we work on fulfilling our dreams, we can still stand here empty-handed. And so standing here is in that sense also quite confrontational. Because rather would I maybe have not stand here, because that would have meant I would have been so busy and working hard on something else. But okay, let's not make this a sad story, right? Because even though I learned during this MBA to learn to be more vulnerable and daring to show that in front of a group, I'm also still actually the very positive and enthusiastic spirit that I am. And of course, truly enjoying the moment here and now. And I think that's maybe one of the biggest learnings that I took, to enjoy the moment here and now. And for me, recently, one of the biggest inspiration has been Eckhart Tolle, that I think many of you know. The more you focus on time, past and future, the more you miss the now, the most precious thing there is. The past gives you an identity, and the future holds the promise of salvation or fulfillment in whatever form. Both are illusions. And maybe it contradicts a little bit with the speech that we heard before, right? Focus on that future, dream for that future. And in that sense, what I'm saying is completely contradicting what we here at NEMBA are doing. Of course, we're building our future. We even did a lot of reflections. We digged in our past to understand where we're getting from. But especially, we're working towards the future. And even now already, we're constantly asking, oh, what's your next career step? Did you already find a new job? So dear NEMBA class, let's really not forget to enjoy the moment here and now. Especially now that we're standing here, sitting here all together, but especially also after this journey. There's probably huge mountains to climb and great things that we can accomplish and work towards to. But sometimes working so hard on the future also drags us away from just enjoying the moment here and now. So yeah, dear Legends for Life, let's just do especially that. And really focus on our strengths and what we truly enjoy. Because I'm pretty sure that will also get us amazing places and get us on maybe unexpected places, like me becoming your valedictorian of this year. And as they also say, it's lonely at the top. So how truly happy and proud I am to stand here, not alone, but with this inspiring woman, one that always has looked at me with her sparkling eyes, while others could say, hey Nienke, just take it down, that's okay. And Kim was like, no Nienke, shoot for that moon. And did she shoot for the moon herself? Give her a big applause, Kim de Haan.
I hit my speech in my gown, but I have it. Hi, everybody. Nice to see you all, family, friends. Hello. I'm truly honored to stand here and also together with you, Nienke. And I want to share with you the following. Effortless is a myth. It's hard work and the utmost passion that you put into it. That is the reality if you want to go somewhere. And there's an era before EMBA and there's an era after EMBA. And my fellow legends, I'm sure you can acknowledge, our lives will never be the same. And what a hard work it was, right? But what passion did we sling into it? I'm so proud of all of you. Before EMBA, for those who know me, I was a professional ballroom dancer with Jody, my husband. Hi. And while we became Dutch champion in Quickstep last year, we were also professionals in becoming second, a lot, vice champion. And I'm proud of that. It's the first loser. But it's not about winning, it's about the journey. And enjoying that to the max. And that is where you will find your inspiration for the rest of your life. And that is what you all have done during the past few years. Dancing has taught me that the focus should be on the process, on growth, always another chance to learn and become a better version of yourself. And it was also about a lot of discipline and perseverance. And winners are not those who never lose, but those who never quit. So be very proud of yourself because you are all winners. And how many of us would think that this day would never come, right? After the countless late nights, all the efforts, all the sweats, challenging projects. And yet here we are, stronger, wiser, ready to take on the world. And through it all, I might almost think that we learn even the most from each other. And I'm truly grateful to all of you. Connections for life, friendships for life, legends for life. EMBA 20, my dear fellow legends. After these 2 years together, it is with passion, courage of conviction, and strong sense of self that we take our next steps into our lives, remembering that first impressions are not always correct. You must always have faith in people, but most importantly, you must always have faith in yourself. Congratulations, EMBA 20. We did it.
And now, of course, the honor is also on us to invite to the front here, Student of the Year.
And this was quite the quiz the past few days. Everybody was so curious. So please, a moment of silence. And obviously a little rumble. Let's go. And the
Someone who went the extra mile every day and is still going the extra mile. Please welcome Steven van der Kolk!
my fellow students, esteemed faculty, and honored guests, I stand before you today with an immense sense of gratitude and, if I'm being honest, a touch of disbelief. To receive the Student of the Year award is frankly an honor that leaves me humbled and a little overwhelmed. Because the truth is, as I look around at my exceptional peers, I am acutely aware that many of you are equally deserving, if not more so, of this recognition, which only magnifies my sense of pride and honor in receiving it. You know, when I first walked into this building over 2 years ago, I was a totally different person. If you had told that shy, introverted guy that he'd be standing here today as your Student of the Year, he would have said you had more faith in him than he did. But you, my classmates, you saw something in me that I couldn't see in myself. You met my self-doubt with such resolute faith that it had no choice but to retreat. You uplifted me through countless acts of reassurance, from words of encouragement to comforting hugs, creating ripples effects that will resonate with me throughout my life. You have created a space where I felt safe to be vulnerable and to show my true self. And in doing so, you transformed me. Today, I stand before you, comfortable in my own skin, ready to take on the world with the confidence and strength you've instilled in me. For the privilege of knowing you, for the gift of your friendship, and for all the lessons you've taught me, I am and will forever be indebted. You know, this program hasn't just taught me about balance sheets and marketing strategies. It has shown me the true essence of leadership of the 21st century. I've realized that leadership isn't about having all the answers, it's about asking the right questions. It's not about being the loudest voice in the room, but about amplifying the voices that need to be heard. And in my time here, I have seen that true leaders don't just manage, they inspire. They don't just set targets, they set examples. They break down walls and they build bridges. My friends, we step out into a world facing unprecedented challenges. Climate change, technological disruptions, social inequality, these aren't just headlines, they're calls to action. And these challenges demand a new generation of leaders. Leaders who have the courage to challenge the status quo, to speak truth to power, and to stand up for what's right even when it's not popular. But courage alone is not enough. We also need leaders who can temper that courage with compassion, that can balance their ambition with empathy, and that can match their drive for success with a commitment to service. We are those leaders. This is what we've been prepared for. So, as we leave this institution today, remember that we carry with us not just a degree, but a responsibility. The privilege of our education comes with an obligation to lead with integrity, to serve with humility, and to fight for a future that is more just, more sustainable, and more inclusive. My fellow graduates, I challenge you today. Let us be the generation who turns the tide on climate change. Let us be the innovators that harness technology to uplift humanity, not divide it. Let us be the leaders who close the gaps of inequality and open the doors of opportunity for all. The world needs us, not for hypothetical discussions, but for tangible action to reshape the future. For we are not just graduates, we are visionaries. We are not just professionals, we are change makers. And from this day forward, we are not just alumni, we are legends for life. Oh, wait. Because I want to thank you once again from the bottom of my heart for bestowing this honor upon me. It is a recognition not just of my efforts, but of the collective spirit that makes our class truly exceptional. And I will carry this moment and all of you with me always. I love you all. And before I leave the stage, it is also my honor to introduce our Professor of the Year. Thank you. On May 30th, 2022, this professor gave us our very first lecture here at Nijrode, Monday morning, 9 a.m. sharp. And he met us with an energy and enthusiasm for business statistics that we never knew existed. Through his engaging teaching style, he somehow managed to spark our interest for the thrilling concepts of confidence intervals and p-values and hypotheses testing, or as Hein would call it, hypothesis testing. And so today it is my privilege to reverse the roles and be his lovely assistant for a change. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the stage our Professor of the Year, Professor Dr. Bo van der Rey.
Thank you. Insanity. I should not be here. Oh, that should not be it. That was last year, sorry. Yeah, okay. You are not so unique as you think. No, but seriously, this is insane. I mean, we already were reminded not only of how long ago it was that I was your professor, but also the topic that I taught you. And then you put those two together, I shouldn't be here. In fact, I heard from program management that it was really close. So let me just look into your souls to see if you voted for me. And I see about half of you did. No, it was a really close call. So I actually had to, since it was so long ago, I had to look into my archives. And this was the very last slide of our time together. And I asked you, I did a lot of these little polls, as you might remember. And I asked you, what have you learned in that first week we had together? And this is your votes at that time. And so almost half of you learned an astonishing amount. So if I do a quiz now, then... Oh, no, okay. Don't worry. The time for quizzes is over. You got your degree. I could do a quiz, but I can't do anything anymore to you. So I then looked at your feedback for the course. And that was the first feedback. Okay, fair enough. I did get some more. I like the bow. And also thank. Okay. Bo makes the course, hands down the best course ever. And then I like that last one here. It says, by far best class. That's nice because it was also the first class. So almost by definition. Also, maybe not my favorite course, but my favorite teacher. Again, the so far, again, I was their first teacher. And then Living Legend. Oh, that's nice. I belong to your group now. Very nice. I like this one too. I wish Bo was my teacher a while ago at Tilburg. would have saved me a lot of time and anger. You know who you are. Yeah. I know who you are. And then this one, the last one, I don't know who's it from, but maybe you can chat afterwards, because I have some work that can be done. Because, yeah, you offered your help. So that was very nice. Already we're giving back. Yeah, who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Is it Stephen? No. Now no one wants to own this comment, huh? So it was a very, very close call, and I figured, well, maybe what happened is that some of you started to program who you would randomly select for Professor of the Year out of all of these great peers, not knowing that I have a deal with Bill Gates that if you do that in Excel, it will always end up with my name. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you, Professor Dr. Bohm. We cannot close this ceremony without thanking two more persons in particular, who didn't have the easiest job over these 2.5 years, being the middleman, representing the class, and sometimes even need to defend the program management team. Without them, we couldn't have delivered the program as we did. May I ask Stephen to come and even Chen come to the stage?
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculties, families, friends, and my fellow graduates, welcome. You've heard enough of speeches, so we're going to keep it short. We really practiced times after times, from at beginning from 10 minutes to now 5 minutes, so let's try this. As we stand here before you today as the class representatives of Executive MBA Cohort 20, we can't help but reflect the time, how incredible the journey have been through over the past 2 years. We've learned so much during our time here, but based on the alcohol consumption from last night's celebration, I think we need some of us might have forgotten a little bit. So let's start with a quick refresher of our amazing journey. It seems just like yesterday, we were all full of energy. Stepping into Module 1, we were enjoying ourselves late at night, yet still capable of running around the next day in the morning. In Module 2, we formed our peer groups. Of course, not without a little bit of drama. However, the peer group sessions later on reconnected us and guided us to understand one another much better. Then it came to Module 3, where we found ourselves under the South African song, learning from the entrepreneurs while enjoying the good food and a cup of wine tastings. By Module 4, the Christmas season was upon us. We were surrounded by the warmth of family photos, which reminded us about our support system back home. Module 5, yes, halfway through, it had started to sink in just how far we had come. And our trip to San Francisco was in Module 6. We were visiting the Silicon Valley and participating in the startup pitch events that really broadened our perspectives. Module 7, we had the guest lecture from our own peers, Kim and Hein, who taught us the true meaning of perseverance and leadership. We were more settled and began the challenging tasks of preparing for our theses. Singapore, in Module 8, hit us with intense heat and cultural shocks. But it also brought us closer as we navigated the challenges of the extreme busy schedule together. As we approached to Module 9, balancing life, work, and school became harder and taking a toll. And yet, we matured. We were more focused and determined. Finally, Module 10, our farewell. From the moment when we couldn't wait to go home to the moments when we couldn't never want to leave, we realized just how much we had grown into each other's lives. After all the classes, we marched towards our own finishing lines. The thesis journey was tough, the toughest perhaps, because we were on our own. But we made it, together in spirit, even if we were not always side by side.
And so, as we stand here today, we should all be incredibly proud of ourselves. We've navigated challenges, grown both personally and professionally, and have come out stronger on the other hand. And as we close this life-changing chapter of our lives, I'd like to take a moment to thank a few people who have made this transformative journey possible. To our esteemed professors, your wisdom, guidance, and occasional tough love have been the cornerstone of our growth. You've challenged us to think critically, to push beyond our limits, and to see the world of business through new lenses. Your impact on our lives extends far beyond the classroom, shaping not just our minds, but our characters. To our dedicated staff, your tireless efforts behind the scenes have been the backbone of our program. We want to especially recognize Jalin, whose unwavering support and infectious enthusiasm never failed to put a smile on our faces. Jalin, you're not just staff to us, but you're a beloved member of our MBA family, and will carry your positive spirit with us long after graduation. To our friends and family, your patience, understanding, and sacrifices have not gone unnoticed. You have been our pillar of strength during late nights, stressful exams, demanding projects, and moments of doubt. This achievement is as much yours as it is ours. And to our fellow classmates, what an incredible journey we have shared. We began as strangers from diverse backgrounds, brought together by a common goal, but now we part as family, united through camaraderie and shared experiences. The bonds we have forged will last a lifetime, and the memories we've created will forever be cherished. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve as your class representatives, and as we conclude, we would like to express our gratitude in all of the languages that represent the diversity of our exceptional class. Dank jullie wel.
谢谢.
Dank u schön.
Danjawad.
Anton, I need your help. I forgot.
Spasiba.
Spasiba.
And
Thank you.
Thank you. And may I now please invite Professor Dr. Henk Kiewit to the podium for closing remarks.
Yeah, what to say after all these speeches? What an enthusiasm, what a well done group dynamics in this cohort 20. I was also told that there are a few of MBA 18 and 19 in our midst as well, or is that the case? Okay. So we have a lot of upcoming proud alumni, right? I've been for a long time MBA director, but it's always a big pleasure to see how a group finishes, but also the amount of enthusiasm and the great minds. I'm really astonishing proud today. So, esteemed, most important graduates, honored guests, distinguished families, and also our beloved faculty, right? Give them also an applause. I always know they are longing for it, but they don't get it. But you have done this tremendously today. I understood, and I will not mention all the details of you cohort 20, but from this 35, 7 cum laudes, that is impressive as well, and 5 candidates with a GPA of 4, I understood. All the trips abroad, all the things done are mentioned already, but nevertheless, always, there is also hardship. There are other challenges during this journey. I didn't hear it so much, but obviously you have met also other challenges, I think, than just getting the enough grades for your group work or whatever, right? It is always, as the famous leader of the Western world, Churchill once said, blood, sweat and tears. Now, maybe not blood, but metaphorically speaking. So, congratulations each and one of you. The celebration is a testament of hard-earned success. And as you step into the future, we eagerly anticipate the remarkable contributions you will make. Your time at Nijrode has prepared you to lead with vision, innovate with creativity, and act with a deep sense of responsibility towards society and the environment. And I'm sure to speak on behalf of faculty that we enjoyed teaching you. Because this is not a one-way street. There's always reciprocity in the interaction with the groups. We also, as faculty, learn from your experiences, interactions, especially asking the right questions that we heard already. Nowadays, the teaching materials are mostly supplied in a digital way, but metaphorically speaking, and quoting the philosopher Michael de Montaigne, he wrote, "In education, nothing is so important as to arouse a love and interest in the subject matter. Otherwise, one merely creates donkeys laden with books." Now, I heard this afternoon already that that's not the case. Now you've come to the end of this MBA journey, but it doesn't stop here at all. And maybe again to quote Churchill, now this is not the end, it's not even the beginning of the end, but perhaps the end of the beginning. And looking forward. And you already, Pipsa, told us what lies ahead of them, because they want to have a lasting impact, but you showed us that it will really come true. You shaped in academic knowledge. You remember that we like to stress this. Academic rigor on which you base becoming business decisions. Besides that, personally, also already mentioned, the personal leadership journey to develop your personal leadership skills is of utmost importance. And this brings me to a little lecture. The last one maybe then. That is engraved on the arch, and you see it here already behind me, on the gate of the bridge to the castle. You probably walked over it too many times, and when you come and return, please remember, with all the gratitude and whatever, to look at that arch. There are 2 sayings on this arch. The first is on the front side. It says in Latin, "Cedo nulli." It's an abbreviation of "Concedo nulli," and it stands for "I will not give in. I will not yield to anyone." It's a quote that is mostly dedicated to one of the greatest minds in our Netherlands, and that is Desiderius Erasmus. There's a whole story behind why he took this as a personal kind of logo and engraved it in his things that he did that I will skip. But it is not only that you, with courage and compassion, Stephen, I like that in the story that you mentioned, because how to explain what Erasmus meant by this Concito Nulli, I can skip that part in my speech now because everything Stephen told in his address to you, Student of the Year, it's mentioning besides that, and especially the vulnerability to life. So that is the first sentence. But if you walk under that gate and you turn your back to it, there's another saying, and it says, on dualitate fortitudo. Most of the times, Concito Nulli, most of the Nairobians know that sentence, but not as important as the one on the back of it. And I freely translate it as, in togetherness lies our strengths, our power. Remember that you never do things alone. But you need a great diversity of talents that are around you. And that's also where our less values stand for. Leading, the entrepreneurial courage, and also the stewardship, caring for your own organization, for your personal, for your sector, probably the society or the world. Our world is facing unprecedented challenges. They're already mentioned this afternoon as well. From climate change, technology disruptions, at Nairobi we are dedicated to inspire and prepare you to become leaders to navigate these challenges, not only effectively, but with impact. Everybody wants to have a meaning in their lives. From now on, you can even put more effort into that. Through our education and research, with a vision for sustainability to manage the uncertainties and the opportunities brought by new technologies. We acknowledge that for some this journey has been particularly challenging. Many of you navigated career transitions probably, others pursued entrepreneurial ventures. This resilience and adaptability embody the spirit we strive to cultivate at Nairobi. Embracing change, taking calculated risks, and forging new paths. Thank you as well, graduates, for this extraordinary journey that we did and had the privilege to be with you. Enter eager, hopefully leave accomplished. Once again, congratulations with your well-deserved success. Enjoy the celebration, and we look forward to the exceptional contributions you will make in the future. And maybe one of you will be invited for graduations in the future, like Lipsa. So that's a challenge for you ahead. Okay, having said this, I have to go to an official announcement, and that is always called the conferral. Else the Padel will be angry at me. And I cannot have that done, of course. So I conclude that hereby I convey the title of Master of Business Administration, degree upon the MBA cohort 20 and the ones from 18 and 90 as well. In honor of your accomplishments, now I invite you all graduates to rise from your seats. Take your caps in hand. Let us celebrate this momentous occasion by raising your caps high on the count of 3, in which you can toss them into the air together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And with this, I close. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Kivit. Your Excellencies, members of the Assembly of Professors, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the ceremonial part of today's celebrations. We would like to thank you all for being present today in the room and online to witness this milestone in our graduates' lives. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can, please rise for the procession. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for the graduates as they leave the auditorium. Ladies and gentlemen, as the graduates leave, thank you for being with us today. Please join us for celebratory drinks in the Coach House on campus. Thank you and good afternoon.
It was wonderful. Yeah, I enjoyed it.